Hey everyone, welcome back to more Dune Spice Wars. I'm DisturbingPuppet. We're continuing the game here playing as the dastardly Harkonnen. You can kind of see we actually have a pretty good sized army. So what's been going on lately? Well, we have expanded out here actually quite recently to grab some more spice, which is giving us a lot more cash. We have gotten things getting a little weird though. So we have made peace with the Atreides because House Carino over here, the Emperor's house himself, just decided like out of the blue to screw us over and dropped an Imperial base on this territory here, which, after a lot of fighting, killing off their armies, I did destroy. We have now raided this territory, pillaged it for some resources. We're now moving on to, I think, this one now. We're going to pillage that and grab some resources. And basically, we're going to funnel that money back into buying Chom shares. I think that's what we're going to do anyway. How are things going otherwise? Well, because we're fighting them, we made peace with the Atreides. Atreides and Akaz have been fighting each other. Things have been going back and forth. Recently, Atreides lost this territory to the Akaz. Not really sure how the war is going. The Akaz seem to be doing quite well, though. And I don't see where their base is, but they are losing something here, it looks like. There are rebel factions and, of course, the Fremen running around doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, there's a renegade base here, so maybe that's what's causing them trouble. I don't know where their base is, which is odd. Yeah, weird. I should be able to see it. Um, I think that's the entire... No, there's more stuff up here we haven't scouted out yet, for some reason. I think my scouts have been busy kind of coming back, checking out mystery stuff that pops up, so that's probably why they haven't gone out there. We do have some flyers, so we have our beautiful Overlord here, which... is okay. Like, every single faction's flyers are different. So we have a pretty good hold with the Spacing Guild because we have the Space Wreck territory over here. So that's enabled me to really not have to do anything to just build up favor with the Spacing Guild. We kind of give them crap out of it, and they, like that. So they're loaning us the Overlord. What does the Overlord do? The Overlord doesn't actually attack directly. What it does is it spawns some drones called stings. I don't actually even know what the stats are for them. I tried using it quite extensively when fighting the Imperial base. I don't think they did anything. Like, they do actually damage infantry units, but I don't think they actually damage the base at all. I do have another flyer that's currently down over here on the edge of my territory in case they try to make a push down this way. We just recently took this over to grab spice. Mainly, we're just trying to ramp up my money. We are pretty close to maxed on what we can do for command points, but I do have some research that I can get that will improve that. Might actually, yeah, that's what we're working on next. Arrakis Butchers will give me 10 more command points so we can recruit some more guys. We've actually done a lot of research. I've focused on research quite a bit in this one. So we're going to work on that. Then we're going to work on Chom support because I think that's going to help me for the way I might be able to win, which is going to decrease the cost of buying shares. It's going to give me more money. And then we're going to work on outpost logistics here. So it's a little easier to annex villages. And that's becoming a bit of an issue because we're running out of authority. The more territories you have, the more authority it costs to actually take over a territory. You can still pillage it for resources, but that's about it. We could also take away territories or make them independent from the other factions if we want to just do that. But we did just raid this, so there's a timer now where we can't actually go back and attack it. It does have less production for a while. Well, maybe we are fine now. We could probably destroy this territory if I wanted, but we could just keep raiding it potentially. I think we're just going to move on and go hit somewhere else and raid to get some resources and money. I would like to take Ogda here so we get this territory, not only for the extra hegemony, but we can dump some additional water extractors here, get some more water. We're doing pretty well on water, and I'm currently the charge of the Water Sellers Union, so I make extra money for that. Yeah, a lot of negative things coming up here, potentially, that I really don't want. This is kind of bad for me if we get it. I wouldn't mind being Speaker of the Council. We'll see how it goes. What else? Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and do this raid, and then we'll kind of carry on from there. We've built a few things up. I've got an airfield here so we can transport units quickly. You can always do that between your main base, and I've got one out here as well in case we do get jumped. We've got a few units here just for resources that pop up. This guy's moving on up to help join the fight. But we're going to send all of these guys over. I think they already have them locked in to go hit Marnin here. Once we have enough authority, which we need 200 for this, We're at 189 at the moment. We'll grab this as well. I think that's the plan. All right, let's just go ahead and head on in and see. We've got some worm progress somewhere. Unfortunately, I can't take this territory. This base is still here. I hope they can't repair this. I would like to get this because I can't build more flyers without fuel cells, and you need this resource to do it. Unfortunately, there's this, and then the next closest is actually way out here. There really isn't a lot anywhere close by. There are some unclaimed spice territories still. I wouldn't mind potentially getting, like, a monopoly on the spice, but that will take a really long time. As far as winning goes, what do we need to win? Well, we can win through hegemony. We are currently in second place. The cause is doing quite well. I think they've probably spread all over the northern part of the map. At least the Atreides are fighting them now, so that's something. So we can win that way by getting up to 30,000. We're in second place, so that's not great at this point. There are some ways we can boost that if we get some research done. We can start building craft workshops. How else can we win? We can kill everybody. Well, we're potentially working on the Corrinos, but it does take a really long time to kill people. We can assassinate them instead of killing them. I don't really have great spying abilities, but we're working on it. We could maybe try doing that in the future. Right now, as far as our spies go, we're sort of spread out. We are getting some nice benefits from a couple sieges. I'm not even bothering to spy on anybody. Over here, we're trying to build up authority. These guys are bringing me some extra manpower. These guys some extra cash. These guys are bringing me more influence for votes, so that's kind of important at the moment. Trying to mitigate negative effects. Other way we can win is by getting 50% of the CHOAM shares available on the market. Every time you pay your spice, some more shares become available. You can see I'm currently at 33%. You need 50% to win. So I am getting some nice bonuses for having at least 30%. So extra power and influence. At 50%, we're kind of going to win. I think there's probably a timer's going to tick down, but there's only 7% available right now. Unfortunately, House Atreides has been buying shares like crazy as well. So they've sucked up about 12% of the shares. So I really kind of need that to win this way. Unfortunately, they're also kind of driving up the price a bit. I do have a massive economy, and I'm getting tons and tons of cash. I don't think the Atreides can keep up with me on a cash basis. I think a cause will kill them if they just keep spending all their money on CHOAM shares instead of building up their military. But we'll see how that goes. I don't know what happens to the shares they have if Atreides dies. I don't know if I assume they just go back on the market. But we'll see how that goes. So I might want to take some action against the Atreides at some point, too. But for right now, Corrido's keeping me busy. Right now, I think, yeah, raid, get some resources. Hoping that's far enough away from the Imperial base we're not going to get hit by artillery. Then we might want to just start taking territories away or something like that. We do have some territories we could grab that'll give me additional hegemony. So if I want to make a hegemony push, I still need authority. And for what's close, there's this one right there, this one up here. This one is the prime one to go for. But probably if I take this, everyone else kind of uses like the center of the map always. Everyone else is going to kind of descend on me and maybe declare war immediately at that point. Not really sure. We'll see how it goes. All right. So let's at least get this raid done and see how things are going. I'm preparing a supply drop in case we run out of supplies. That second bar there that you can see under health is actually our supplies. If we run out of supplies out in the desert, we all start dying. Imagine that. We're on the move. How much is this? That'd only be 190. So he is sending some guys out to intercept. Unfortunately, my flyer here is very slow. Let's target the flamethrower guys. That seems like a good choice. Okay, votes are ready to be cast. Let's take a look. All factions. Command points used increase cost. No, I don't want that. I want to vote against that. All factions. This I don't mind so much. That's fine. I'm not actually doing any operations that really matter, so like assassinations and stuff. And there's Speaker of the Council. So allows the reroll of one resolution at the start of each council. Minor houses will not vote to elect the holder to negative resolutions. Yeah, I'd like that to be me, but I can't, so we can just vote a decline on it. So Speaker of the Council. Yeah, we just don't have enough influence at the moment. We're close. We've got 640 out of a potential 1,000 influence at the moment. So you can kind of see if you've met the conditions, you're going to be here. If you actually have it, it'll put your icon up here. So probably the Atreides will get Speaker of the Council. Mainly, I think I just want to vote against this because I don't want to have to pay a bunch of extra money for my military. I want to keep dumping my money into buying Trump shares. So I'm going to vote against this with all the power that I have at my disposal, and we'll just kind of live with it. What is this? Okay. I don't know if I'm actually doing anything with my agents. There wasn't a lot of stuff I could investigate with them. There's kind of interesting stuff that pops up. All right, we're probably doing something there. Okay, you're in position. You just head on up there. Right. See how this goes. Flamethrowers are going to be trouble. Got this one done. All right, find me another siege. Where is it? Way out in the middle of nowhere, and we get learning in exchange for water. I don't want to do that at the moment because I have guys operating far away from home, so the less water we have, the less distance we have, but I could, do that at some point. It looks like they're losing a territory over here, and I think it's because I think there's like a rebel base somewhere, so they must be attacking. It could also be guys from the siege going after them. All right. Gonna do a little micro here. Just send some specific targets on in. Flamethrowers are causing me some trouble. I really wish they would just actually attack nearby stuff without me having to direct them to. Everyone else is just kind of moving on and getting flamethrowered in the face. Okay, now they're sort of losing focus. I don't know what is going on here. Yeah, you guys actually, let's just continue on and attack Martin over there. They can kind of mess with that. Yeah, so now we've got our little drones spawned out here, so they'll be attacking. So they're going after the flamethrowers as a priority. These guys are fighting, so that's kind of his main army. As the other group carries on. I don't know what's going on. Why is that? Raid detected. Okay, we've got a raid coming in from the rebel faction. All of my territories do have a lot of militia. That's quite a big force, though. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to pull my flyer over there. I don't know how long it's going to take for him to get there. We'll bring you in, and I'm actually going to bring you back. With the militia that I have and the militia bonuses I have, I think I'll be okay up there. We'll see how it goes. Alright, we're on our way in. Yeah, they have like no defenses here, really. Not even concerned with the vote or anything. We're just going to kind of look at this. This is as far in as we can zoom. Okay, you guys are dead. We move in. What do we want to do? Well, we can raid and get over 1,000 credits, 181 plascrete, 50 intel. We could liberate, which means it'll go to being a non-controlled territory. No one can attack it for a little while. Yeah, we're here to pillage. That's what the Harkonnen do. How are things going back here? Did we kill everybody? I think we killed everybody. Okay, we can't do anything with our military there. Some of these you can send guys to get stuff. Like if we send a military unit here, we get some intelligence. Yeah, I think that's fine. How about you guys? I think we're okay. You guys come on back. But my flyer doesn't have to worry about supplies. We'll just have you move up and park up here. He does have some units that might try to interfere, cause some issues. So yeah, we won the fight. We're doing that. What's going on over here? So they are on their way in. Five different units. Okay, we got some research done, so we finished Arrakis Butchers, so we can now recruit some more guys. Also, our militia and rebels, I think that's for us, so we do more damage to militia and rebels. and we gain some manpower in killing militia and rebels. So we're now working on the Chom support, so that'll help us. Then after that, we're going on outpost logistics to help us take over territory. Right, so that's all good, I think. We can recruit, but I can't recruit any flyers, unfortunately. We need those power cells to do it, and there's no way to get them. You can't trade for them, at least not that I'm aware of. I think what I will do... These guys take up 5, so we have 12 available. Gunners take up 5 also. Okay, so we can't really get a great mix there. Troopers take 4, kind of budget executioners. Get me 1 executioner and 1 gunner. We'll call that good. Yep. Why are my militia hurt already? That's interesting. I don't know why that's happening. That's something that, like, the smugglers can do against you, but I don't know why these guys are coming out hurt. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, we haven't been attacked, so there's no reason that they would be injured. Okay, it's just being weird. Just a graphical bug, then. Alright. You, I would like shooting at that as a priority. Okay, I don't know why you ran in there like maniacs, but whatever. My militia are pretty tough, but I think we're going to need some help. Where's my flyer? Do have an assassin here. Okay, flyer's coming in. Flyer, I would like you to go for their flyer. Yeah, I think we're okay here. What else is going on? Construction completed, alright. We can build something else. Construction completed out here. Okay. So yeah, I think we're pretty well set out here. Not really much I want to do. We're just kind of mining the crap out of the spice. We're not going to make any more moves at the moment. Up here, still haven't even gotten into position. Yeah, he's not challenging it or fighting. We're just going to raid and take stuff. What is that? No, if we send a military unit, we get some free spice. So how about we do that? You guys, go grab that spice. You might try to nail that guy. Something's going on here. Like, they're losing that territory, I think, still. I think we're going to be okay. I don't think I'm doing anything with... Yeah. Not currently doing anything with my Arrakis agent for investigating points of interest. So we can do that and get some research bonus. You can only do stuff for adjacent to territories you have. That's probably the best, so yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. Alright, let's see how this fight's going. Whittling them down. These guys are getting wrecked. Alright, maybe we focus on the ground targets first. This might be a better use of our resources. Finishing off ground targets first and then going from there. Yeah, I'm aware they're done. That's fine. Oh, that was something else, actually. Different one. We built a wholesale market here to get some extra cash. So yeah, we're getting like a ton of cash at the moment. Let's see how the chill market's doing. Yeah, it's evened out. It's pretty expensive. 27.20. Yeah, I'll go ahead and buy some. That'll every time you buy it, kind of drives the price up. Although sometimes, like I bought here and then it went a bit down. But yeah, they're also buying. So they're up to 185 and 12%. We're now 510 and 34. Just a giant mess. All right. So now that we have this third building, we're getting faster authority, we're getting more cash, and because we filled out this zone, we get an extra bonus, so an increase in 10% in Solari production. So all that's very fantastic. That's probably why it just jumped up a whole bunch there. Okay, we've got some various different military things. We're getting 2 different military bonuses. Working on statecraft. What can I do? 2 additional operation slots, so that's more stuff we can do as far as our special agents do, and we recruit faster, but that doesn't matter because we're maxed out. Extra lands rod standing after each council having at least one treaty contracted with another faction grants a production bonus of 10% of its associated resource. That's pretty good. Interrogation center, gain 10 intel when killing enemy units. 100% chance to brainwash captured agents. That's pretty cool. It's very Harkonnen-y. This one is the Plascrete. Yeah, we can start working on some more statecraft stuff. We've got the money for it at the moment, so like we just threw a bunch of money at the Chom shares, and then we're doing this and building more cool stuff. This looks like they're healing down there. All right, what's going on? Pillage successful. All right, so we've taken all the stuff. I'm gonna stay here for, well, we could leave the Overlord and him until that's done, I guess. Our supplies are actually pretty good. Let's stay here for a bit until we get this guy back. Then we might go liberate Harem on the way, because I don't think there's anything limiting or stopping me from attacking it. It's just got less production for 8 days. Let's see. Less authority cost to annex, because we're scary Harkonnen. So I actually could take this territory over, but I think what we'd rather, well, yeah, I mean, we kind of need to take this to sort of stay in competition with everybody else. Then we could worry about, after we take this, then we can worry about maybe taking Harem away from the Carinos. So I think that's what we want to do. All right, down over here. Fighting continues. We're going to lose some of these militia guys, it looks like. Okay, it's another one dead. You attack those guys, please. Actually like you hitting that guy. Now you can finish him off. Now go after the flyer. Regular ground troops can't actually attack the flyer, but these range guys can. So I did lose, but I can't replace until we're out of combat. Okay, an event just popped up, and we got a point of interest. Is that the one we're looking at? Yeah. So that gives me some free spice. Thank you for that. Let's get back in the group. I'm going to start moving you back because you're super slow. We want to resupply before we head out there to take over that territory. I'm not really worried about the vote that much, honestly. We have some extra votes we could throw in there. We'll do that because we're building up as we go along. I just want... definitely, I don't want to be affected by this. So I'm going to put all my votes in that. Alright, what do we want? We lose some manpower to gain some Landsrod standing. So that's this stat, which doesn't matter too much. Once we get to 400, we do get some extra bonuses. So that's something. Or gain some influence. Let's get the Landsrod standing instead. Then I actually might rethink my votes here. Like, we could throw a bunch of votes against anyone getting this. I mean, a cause has 300 votes by themselves, which is kind of nuts. A treaty is actually not many votes, which is kind of odd. Let's go like this, and we'll throw at least some, because I don't know what everyone else is going to vote for. It's hard to say. So a cause might go against Atreides getting this, and if we help push it up over a little bit, it might be useful. The lower houses will do kind of whatever they do. Don't really know how they're going to vote, which adds some kind of random elements to things. Okay, tell me the fight's over down here, please. Yeah, the fight is over. My guy here barely survived. Let's just move you back. And let's see. Yeah, we definitely want some heavy militia here. It's saying we're still in combat. Alright, now we're fine. Get me more heavy militia. And they'll eventually just heal over time. Your mercenaries don't heal, but everything else does. Okay, that we can hold off on. It's not super important.
Awaiting target.
Okay, we have some new people down by the base. So yeah, let's get you two up there for now. Yeah, and then we'll just get all of you guys head back into our territory so we can resupply. We should be fine, be able to make it without a problem. Alright, so yeah, price has gone up. But I just got a bunch of free cash, so you know what? Let's just throw some money away. Check this out, we get some tech. Okay, are there any other points of interest I can investigate? Yes. Get some intel. If I could send a military unit there, I could get some cash. That's tempting, but it's not something I can quickly do. And somebody else could grab it in the meantime. Do I need the intel? I mean, I can take it for sure. Let's grab the intel. Start working on that. This is actually a tempting territory to take as well because it's wealthy, so we can get a lot of cash out of this resource, the rare elements. So if I want to push that way, like, that's tempting. We are still building up authority. I think we come back, resupply, and then take Ogda. I think that is the priority. Got worms active up there, so we definitely don't want to run out on the sand at this point with any military units. The heck? Is there an Atreides guy down here? Oh, he's going for the resource. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. I can't really attack him, I don't think. I mean, I can attack him, but I think it would be considered an act of war. It's just getting some favor with the Spacing Guild, which, I mean, they do need for flyers, so that's a thing. And I would like them to do well against a cause, because a cause is kind of a pain in the butt, but they're also a bit of a problem for me. Eventually, if I want to go to war with them, I have a path right at them. Like, we come up here, up over this bluff and down, and their capital's right there. I have gotten tech that's going to help me fight and destroy capitals, the siege incentive, so we do extra damage, basically double damage to main bases with everybody, which is pretty fantastic. Okay, we got more for mechanization, so that's really quick if we want to grab that at some point. Working on building there. Yeah, I mean, it's going okay. I think we kind of need to bump off Carino, probably. We grab this. If we take this, we're going to have 5 spice fields, so that would be really nice. And then we could use this as a base of operation to then launch and just go straight at the base. That might be what we want to do. This territory would give me a lot of extra water, which means we can operate out in the desert a lot further and longer. So I don't have to worry about running out of supplies as much. Okay, what happened? So yes, this was voted down pretty soundly. Declined vote here won as well. Atreides only managed to scrape together a couple hundred votes, and this one also went down. Alright, totally fine with that. You guys recovered from being trashed? It's really tempting to take this now, but we'll save it. We need to take out Ogda first here and get that up and running. Getting a little low on supplies with a few of these guys, but I think we'll be okay. Just get moving. I really wish I'd been able to take this territory over. This would have helped a lot and gotten me more flyers as well. Speaking of which, army. There's some rumbling out here in the desert. It'd be kind of funny if a worm ate them, but that's in the other territory, I think, actually. Yeah, they're fine. They're just even heading back. So I could head out and start researching that as well, which I might do just to kind of mess with them. I don't know if it'll actually do anything. Send a few away. Keep my flyer where it's at for the moment. Alright, somebody wants a trade agreement. A cause wants to trade. Yeah, a cause actually tried to assassinate me not too long ago. They probably are desperate for spice, and they're only willing to trade a bunch of plascrete, which I don't care. I'm not helping you, and I'm definitely not giving you any of my precious spice. So if you fulfill your spice obligations, you get a recurring bonus. So at this point, you get a better exchange rate for each time that you fulfill your requirements. So that's helping quite a bit, and we're just going to keep stacking that up because we are producing tons of spice. We're totally fine on that. We've got like half a cycle to go, and we're already over what we need. We're already building up cash again, even with the big military I'm supporting. Like, our economy is in fantastic shape. Game is pretty good about giving you alerts and stuff. Alright, we're getting back into our territory pretty much just in time. We still outran the Overlord here. More on the way. Uh-oh. What do we got? Okay, yeah, they just got it before we did. That's kind of understandable. Alright, you guys, I'm willing to start trading water for knowledge now. I think that's fine. We'll start building up a relationship with them. If we have a good relationship with them, they will not attack me, but they usually just attack whoever's closest to them, which is not me, so that's okay. Now you guys will also head up. I keep my other flyer down here, sort of a weak point. And there is a renegade. Actually, there's 2 renegade bases here now. We could go after the renegades. That does help our standing with the Spacing Guild, but I don't really need it. I need power cells. That's all I need is power cells. And I don't think I can get them any other way. Actually, is there anyone I can raid for power cells? That's pretty far away. And you don't even have any, do you? Looks like. Yeah, the Carino don't even have access to any power cells. Alright. So we get these guys good to go, and we'll launch our attack up there. I may not even need everybody, so we could probably go ahead and launch pretty early here. Covering pretty quickly. Alright, we got this. Yeah, give me that. Is there anything else? Like any points of interest I can do anything with? I mean, they'll pop up inside your own territory as well. It doesn't have to be... but you can do it only inside your territory or adjacent to one of your territories. I don't see anything, unfortunately. I do see a renegade ship. The more renegades that are around, the more likely they might start harassing other people. Like, these 2 renegade bases aren't necessarily only going to attack me. Like, these guys probably will equally attack Atreides. These guys probably will mostly attack me because I'm a little closer. And at the moment, at least, I can hold off and attack. We might want to put more missile bases on my territories. It does cost money, but... yeah, let's start working towards that. We'll throw a missile battery out here. Okay, I don't need this up here anymore. Got tons of cash coming back in. It's sort of leveling off. 5% available. You know what? I'm just going to buy more. If I keep the price high, it also means the Atreides have trouble buying stuff. So if they want to buy shares, they're kind of doomed. Sandworm. Is that here or here? I'm not even sure. Okay, they're booking it, getting out of there. Nope, must be here again. Yeah, too many guys lingering around. If you're at danger, it'll give you a little icon. Like, these guys look a little
Waiting
out of
target.
position to me. Let's sort of move you guys in a little bit. Thanks. Stay off the sand, and you're okay.
We're ready, Baron.
Let's just get off the sand, just in case. We just wait out the worm, and then when the worm's gone, we'll just automatically go back because we have some tech that's helped us do that. Alright, night is coming. So that means we use less resources, which is actually a pretty good time to launch an attack. I would like... Okay, the sandworm must have passed because they're going back out. So we can kind of safely wander in our own territory now. No one's going for Ogda. It's 200. How are we set up here? Yeah, we're still building up a lot of authority, which is what we need. Getting a little bit of manpower, a little bit of money, and then a lot of influence. It's kind of what we're focused on. Alright, I think it's time we grab this territory. And I don't need everybody. So I'm just going to grab some of us to start making a move here. It does take a while to move around, so it's not a bad idea to have people split up. And this, we've got an air base here, so it's nice I can kind of move around pretty quickly if I need to. I don't expect any problems here. Taking this territory does open up more points of interest. We can recruit guys here. Oh, there's fighting going on over here. Rebels! Rebels are attacking Akaza's territory there. Nice. This would actually be another nice territory to take. It would help get my hegemony up. If they lose that, they're going to lose some hegemony, which is also nice. To go all the way around the crater. So these guys are sort of falling down there. Here, fighting somewhere else too, I swear. Is there other fighting going on? It's probably just that. It just sounded like it was coming from this direction. No, there is something going on over here. Are they actually taking this territory? Well, that's not nice. Okay, so they're going to come out to fight. What's going on? Okay, so we finished our building there. So we got the embassy done. So I can build another thing here. The only thing I can build at the moment, though, is the intelligence agency. It's not bad. Would I rather have the interrogation center? I still need to do some research for that. Gain intel when killing enemy units. That's really good. This one is the 2 operation slots, which is nice, but it's not great. Like, this gives me intel. But I need enhanced questioning. That's not what I want to look at. Where's enhanced questioning? I mean, it's not out of the way completely. We finish this up. We work on outpost logistics. So this helps me take over stuff. Yeah, I think we just get something now. If I get this, we'll have 3, which will give me the statecraft bonus, which is a bunch of extra influence and intel. Well, it's to our maxes, our overall increased. It does cost me cash. 10 upkeep. We can have more operations set and ready to go. I think that's worth it. Let's go ahead and do that, because I'm maxed out at the moment with a supply drop, a cell search, and a defensive sabotage kind of ready to go. And up here, this should be an easy fight, although our gunners are kind of out front, which is not ideal. Just like that. Alright, we're going to take that territory over. Then, once we get some stuff built, we could immediately go after Hayram here, and we could... Yeah, it's almost at the point where the devastation's done. We could go ahead and just raid it again, like pillage it again. I think that's not a terrible idea. Got a decent army here still. The other thing I could do is I could actually try to intervene to stop him from taking this over. Which actually, I think I might... Let's at least look and see. It is really slow to get the Overlord over there. Oh no, it's actually the rebels that are doing it. Okay, that's fine. The renegades are on the move there. So yeah, if the renegades want to take that over, that's fine. And eventually, I think, if I want to push against Carino, we could take this, liberate this, go for the base, like straight to the base after that, something like that. But I think we pillage this first for resources. Yeah. Okay, we got the missile battery up. We might want to do that and just get missile batteries everywhere as well. That's something I should probably look at. You are going there. Right, we've got a missile battery here. We now have a missile battery here. It's a bit expensive. Yeah, we don't have the plascrete at the moment. That's fine, because we're put a ton into building something else there. Price, yeah, its price has gone crazy. So probably this we bought, and then, yeah, Atreides probably bought right there. So they're at 205, so they bought another 20, trying to keep up. I can outspend them, that's for sure. The problem is all their shares that they're getting, I'm not going to be able to get, which is disappointing. Even if I grab everything that's available out there, we're just at 41%. Do I want to spend the money? Yeah, you know what? Let's be nuts. I've got a ton of money coming in. We'll drive the price up like crazy. Because this territory is going to give me a bunch of cash once we get things set. It is going to take a little while. And honestly, I could even be stockpiling less spice if I wanted to and getting more cash in exchange. Once I have this territory, we can also recruit some military guys here for free. They don't affect your overall control points for the mercenaries and stuff. So that is something I would very much like to do. Alright, we take the territory. Alright, so here. The big special building is... I think it's here, right? This one. Water extractor, plus 20 water. You can only build it in this territory, though. That is massive. We're going to need some defenses here for sure. We're going to go... maximum dudes. Now that we have that. Okay, I don't have... No, I do have the cash. Let's go ahead and hire some free guys. It doesn't affect my armory there. Get you over here for the moment. Hey, Ram is now back to producing maximum amounts. 199. So we need 199. After I pillage it, I think that'll drop. So yeah, with these additional guys, we could easily pillage the territory, and that'll get me some extra spice as well, and take some from him. Kind of leaving these guys here for now. We're still short on plascrete for getting more missile batteries up. Research is almost done. So that'll be the Chome support. That'll be fantastic. Let's start getting some more intel, I guess. Alright, it's a little risky, but let's go raid and pillage for a minute. Somebody could try to swoop in and grab the territory when I'm away, but we can just kind of quickly get back to it. It should be okay. And there's nobody here defending the territory, actually. So yeah, we'll just be able to walk in and do whatever we want. Oh, no, he is actually sending military units in at my new territory. Well, isn't that nice? Get back there. Trump support is done, so we're now working on outpost logistics, so that'll reduce the cost. I could grab mechanization really quick, but it doesn't really do anything for me. I'm not even using the stealth probes. I could try to get down here for the crafts workshop if I want to go for hegemony victory. I need the crafts workshops for that, kind of. If I'm going to kill everybody or do it with money, I don't need to do that. This gives me some free units. This unlocks a nice building. Let's go there next. Alright, so he is sending in a few guys to try to take over the territory. Here we are going to pillage. So we'll get 95 spice, 1.2 thousand Solari, 60 plascrete, 50 intel. What, you think standing across the border is going to help? Is that just one guy? He just sent one guy in here? Yeah, kill him. Okay. So our militia popped out, so our militia was already done. So yeah, we have such a huge militia, just the amount of bodies we can throw at problems is pretty huge. Yeah, I'm aware there are people there. I'm looking right at it. Everyone, kill him. Alright. So much for that. Then all of you guys just, back up a little bit. Get in the territory. Okay, Atreides is at 15%. So they are still just throwing cash at that like nuts. I mean, I'm still way far ahead, but I kind of need their shares that they have. I'm going to go ahead and buy half what's left. So now I'm at 40%, so now everyone's looking at the big board. It could cause some trouble. Like, everyone might now decide to start messing with me because I have a route to win. So anytime there's a route to win, you're going to have a little box that's going to pop up over on this side of the map and kind of show you what's going on. Once we pillage this, I'll have some more cash. We can just throw that immediately back in to grabbing, I don't know why they're running around in circles, pathing. Okay, we're currently working on the intel, I think. Yeah, I mean, we can kind of wander off and do other stuff if we want. So yeah, we've got our army sort of split up here a little bit, but that's okay. I may want to put another airfield down over here because we are so far from our base of support here. Otherwise, we fly guys in here and they've got to run all the way around the edge of that crater. But if we take this territory over, that'll help things a bit down the line. That's more spice. Okay, I think we want to grab that. Marauder, go grab that. Go grab me some spice. Alright, next one. We've got a couple Lanzarote Punishers. These guys are actually really good at destroying bases. So if we get them, like, that could be a priority, and then we could go after somebody's base, like Carino maybe, just to wipe them out. The Judge, you can trade Lanzarote Judges. And loss of rights, so all active charters are revoked. We probably want to try to focus primarily on getting this one voted down. That's going to be a big problem, because then we lose the Water Sellers Union, and I'm currently making a bunch of cash from the Water Sellers Union. And once this building's up on, we're going to be making even more. So that's a bit of an issue. Okay, that gets me the intel. I think I'm probably close to maxing. Yeah, 1,000 is maximum here. We'll have these open here in a minute. None of these I really need to do at the moment. I could go ahead and do the cell search maybe, just to get it out of the way. But it's nice to have that ready or have a spot ready for it. That helps you identify if someone's trying to assassinate you. Is there anything else I want to check out? Yeah, this is now adjacent, so we could get intel. Yeah, we could just do that. Let's get some intel towards some research. Oh, we got a big old army coming our way. Alright, we just got the pillage complete. So now it's 178 to take this territory. We're already at 105, which is pretty good. There are some units coming in. I want to make sure we grab this first before we leave. We have a big infusion of money, but it's still not even enough to buy. Yeah, price is going insane. Absolutely insane. Grab this and then I'm going to go. We'll resupply. Water cellar caravan. Anybody can do this, I think. No, it's got to be adjacent. Some of the things you can do further away, so it's a little inconsistent sometimes. Speaking of that, I do have enough plascrete. We could do some construction of missile batteries, but I think we'll wait and just save it here for when this building's done. Hurry up and grab that spice. Yeah, I'm keeping everybody here in case they try to push to take out one of my units. Okay, it's done. So now we're at, should be a ton of extra water. What do we have here that's special? So 10 Solari when we have one of each kind of building. Extra resources from pillaging. Alright, nice. So let's go ahead. Get me a missile battery ready to go. Just to help defend the territory. Got the spice. So everybody fall back. So I do like when you pillage it, someplace does actually have like a visual indicator that it's been pillaged, which is kind of nice. So Marnin is still being affected. 178. I mean, it won't take too long to get there. We definitely need a base of operation to kind of push further in. Renegades are here now, so they're going to cause some problems for them. So that's nice to see. But I have to kind of be prepared for everyone to turn against me. $32, $31, yeah, do it. Just gonna blow all the money we just stole from the Carino. So they're gonna send in a few guys to maybe try to protect this place. They should just build up their garrison, but they probably don't have the manpower, I would imagine. Okay, is there anything else I want to do at the moment? This territory is set. This territory is set. Oswale could definitely use some defenses, but it's close enough that it kind of gets some benefit from being close to the main base. Batteries start firing missiles off wherever. Todrick. Statecraft buildings get me some bonuses here, but I don't really think I need it. Do I need missiles? Not sure. I mean, it's nice to have them everywhere, so people flying over your territories get shot up a bit. Do you have a missile base? Yes. Okay, so you're already fine. Ulmon is full. Does not. Aswatar does not. Yeah, we get extra economy production here, so we're just focusing on cash. Just lots and lots of cash. Yeah, I mean, we could throw up some more missile batteries eventually. I think we'll hold off for the moment. Are you actually going to attack me? Is that what you're doing? Like, that is incredibly dumb, if that's what you're doing. No, it's just keeping an eye on us, I guess. Okay, we got some more research. Now what? I find zooming out, it's a little easier to spot some of these things. We could trade a whole bunch of Plaskerete for 46 authority right away, which would probably give me enough to go ahead and take Hayram, right? 178. That gives me 40 something. You know what? So that gets me there in no time, essentially. How's the war going anyway? Akaz still has control of this. But Atreides have grabbed this. Kind of surprised Akaz is still holding that. Yeah, I feel like the Atreides are not doing super well in the fight with Akaz. Now we get to 178, we just take this, and that gives us even more spice, which gives us even more cash, which is just fantastic. Yeah, they're kind of lurking around the edge here, which... little suspicious guys. They're wanting to keep an eye on what we're doing with the army. Okay, so we finished that. So we're now getting some extra influence and intel as maximum. What else do we want to build? I literally can't build anything else at the moment. So there's still some things I don't have. So there's one economy building I don't have, there's one military building I don't have, and there's one statecraft building I don't have. So we could get a couple of them, but we're not going to get any additional bonuses, like these special extra bonuses, because we can't fill out this with all the same thing. So we'll fill out whatever, I mean, depending on the research, like what's going on. Speaking of which, so yeah, this doesn't do anything, but the next one will unlock the interrogation center. We might want an interrogation center, possibly. Geothermal condensers. I don't even have a fuel... Yeah, I do have a fuel cell factory, don't I? So we've got a lead on that, so that's faster. So essentially, if I do that, I only have one, so it'd just be plus 10 Solari and plus 5 water, which isn't nothing. All right. Yeah, we'll sit on that. We now have these additional slots, so let's take a look at what we can do. I could start infiltrating somebody else's territory to maybe try an assassination, but I have to really rejigger all of my spies and stuff and start working on that. It takes a really long time, and I've never been able to successfully assassinate anyone, so that's a bit of an issue. All right, combat drugs. Less health per day in combat, but extra speed and power. I'd rather have my guys be tougher. What else can we do? Decoy Thumper. Sleeper Agent. I think we definitely want the defense breaches. Extra damage received by the main base. I think that's 100% worth working on. And that'll eat up a bunch of my intel and stuff too. So if we want to start taking out somebody's base, that's what we want. So if we take this as a staging area and then we go for the Carino base, I mean, it's still really far away, but we have a ton of water, so I think we'll be okay. I see those guys wandering around. Alright, we just paid our share. More shares are now available, so there's 6% out there, which dilutes the percentage that I have. It's so expensive. With more shares on the market, it should drop in the price a little bit. I'll wait and see if it actually does drop. Okay, it's about evened out. Votes are up. So what do we want? Yes, we want this. Yes, we want this. And no, we do not want this. Yeah, it's darling of the minor houses, which means minor houses are probably going to vote for it. We want to stop this from passing. That's the most important thing. I don't want to lose the Water Sellers Union. So I'm going to throw everything I have behind stopping this from happening. Still might lose it, but what you going to do? Okay, I could go ahead and buy some now. Has dropped a bit. Losing some money somewhere, because I was making over 1,000, so I must have some additional cost just popped up someplace. I mean, we are building buildings and stuff, so buildings do have a drain sometimes. Let's wait a little bit here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and have you just go kill him. Just take action before we do anything else. Everyone else who's nearby seems to want to get in on it. Shares are tanking, so yeah, good time to buy some. Puts me back just at 40, just barely. Sandworm, way out there, not a big deal. Hopefully we'll pick that up. I don't have a gyrocopter on it, or ornithopter on it, so hopefully we'll take it out in time. Alright, should be fine. They can get destroyed if you don't have an ornithopter on it. They don't get spotted till a little bit later, so sometimes causes some problems. Not a huge deal. Yeah, we're just running amok here, so everybody, yeah, kill these guys. Then everybody, can we attack this? So apparently not. Where does it say I can't attack this place? Okay, so it's this. We'll have to wait for this to tick down, so 15 days, so it is devastated. So yeah, we can't take it over until this is off. Huh. So I feel like that's kind of weird, because we get a bonus for attacking places, like a bonus reduction in authority cost if it's been pillaged. But if it's been pillaged recently, we can't take it. So we have to wait for it to no longer have that cost on it. Like, that seems kind of weird. Disappointing. Alright, well, everybody head back to base then, I guess. Just wipe out his little army and call it good. Got some Fremen there are heading out. Alright, well that sort of ruins my plan for kind of taking that and finishing today on taking the territory. I'll just have to wait a little bit longer to grab it. That's all. But yeah, we're going to keep messing with House Carino. We're going to keep buying Chom shares, hoping for the best. Yeah, the price is still going down. It's a bit surprising. We have a lot of money coming in. If we can take another spice territory, that's going to be huge. It's just going to massively increase the amount of money I'm making. As long as I hold on to the water sellers, the extra water I have is also making me a bunch of money. So that's kind of what I want to prioritize. Just everything is money. Money, money, money. Buy Chom shares. I might have to, at some point, try to kill the Atreides off, just so I can free up the shares that they've got. So I might have to... I mean, definitely after I take out Carino, Atreides are probably my main target. I could potentially mess with a cause a bit and grab this, but I think going after... Like, their base is right here. Going after the Atreides specifically to free up those shares, I think is the best choice I have for, like, a route to win, although I'm already at 19,000, which puts me ahead of everybody else, surprisingly. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right, we just got the missiles up. So you want one building of each type. So we can build something here. We're currently adjacent to some people, so we could build like a listing post. Yeah, so we get influence production while neighboring an enemy region, and there's a couple different ones here. So yeah, that gives me some extra influence, kind of spying on them a little bit. Let's do that. And we're basically just going to run down the clock, and then I'm going to go back in and take Hayram. Is there anything else I would want? I mean, this territory is actually worth quite a bit of money, and gives me hegemony. And I've got perfect relations with the Siege. So if I took this territory, we could put somebody on here to gain foreknowledge. Foreknowledge isn't that big a deal at this point. But if I grab this territory, that gives me a lot more hegemony. I can't afford it though. 226. The further away from your base it is, the more it costs usually. So like here's pretty close. It's only 137. And it's not a terrible territory. It's got good wind, so I could get good water production out of this. It's fairly well protected. So it's not awful, but if I wanted to go for anything, like this is a really good territory as well, but well, that's only 176. Surprised that's not so much. So I could leapfrog an army over. We don't have to take the adjacent territory. We could just go right in here and take this one. And then I could use that as a base to push in. But I'd really like the spice. This does give me direct cash, though. So if things go on too long, that might be an option as well. But I think 15 days is pretty reasonable to wait. Like, I think it's actually less than that now. Yeah, it's partially ticked down. 14 days. 14 days, we take this territory. We use it as a base of operations to push in and take out the Carino. I think that's what we're going to do. So yeah, this has been more Dune Spice Wars. I've been Disturbing Puppet, playing as the horribly evil Harkonnen, although I haven't really been that evil. I haven't even really been, like, repressing my territories, because you need to have an army there ready to fight if they do rebel against you. I do get some bonuses if they rebel, and I kill the rebels. So, I mean, that's something I can do for sure. Like, since we're here... I mean, we could go ahead and do that. It does cost me some manpower. We get double production. At the end, for a little while, it's minus 20. So, I mean, anywhere I have an army, that's actually not an awful thing to do. So we get every rebel we kill gives us 50 Solari as well. So it's a way we can actually make some extra cash because we have Raban. So like here, we could do that. So we get double for 3 days, then it's like a week of minus 20. Is that actually worth it? It's either 7 or 9 days that it's minus 20% afterwards. I'm not actually sure if that's worthwhile. I don't know if it'll double the spice production. Let me see. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, it does. Holy crap. Okay, well that's pretty nuts. We've got an army here ready to go if they do, so that's totally fine. So yeah, doubling that spice production, that's pretty nice. Sharm shares continuing to drop. Tradies are going to probably try to pick them up here. So I could also double the water here if I wanted to. kind of stuck for a little bit, but I think that's okay, because we're not going to take action for a little bit. As tempting as it is to grab Qualbat here, I think I take Hayram first and then try to go for Qualbat, maybe, but that's pretty expensive as far as authority goes. Yeah, let's do it. Going crazy. So yeah, we've got the armies here, so we might as well do it. And if they do rebel, and then we get rebels, we can kill the rebels, and we can gain more cash, which we can then use to buy chum shares. So let me just wait a second here. Give me some more money. We got over $1,000 coming in now. It's evening out. Get a little bit more. Okay, so now we can buy another 20. Spending all my money. Still only gets me to 41%. There's 4% left. Do I buy it all? We're only at 45. But I think that's it might actually work, especially if I take out the Atreides. I think going for chum shares will work. It might honestly be faster to just take some of these territories that have the extra hegemony bonus. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, this has been more Dune Spice Wars. I've been Disturbing Puppet. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, have a good one.